Hello, and welcome to another edition of Old Guys Podcast. I'm your host, Perry, broadcasting back here in beautiful New Smyrna Beach, Florida at Studio 1A. Thank you, folks, for joining us again. Had an exciting time last week in Pensacola with the grandchildren and my son and daughter-in-law. We had several days of ball practice and competition and lots of ball games and lots of travel. The end result was out of 33 teams in their age group that they were competing against, they came out in 13th. So that's not bad. The top half of the age group, that's very well. You know, there were 339 teams for girls softball of all different ages competing in this tournament, the World Series tournament. And there were like different ball fields in different cities, Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, Foley, all kinds of area around south coastal Alabama and Pensacola, and I had no idea. There was a lot of people in town for that, and traffic was a nightmare, but we got through it. Like I said, had a really, really great time with the grandkids and the family, and we had some good quality time together. We sampled some great food and went to a few places that, I actually went to a place that I have had on my bucket list for years, and I'm so thankful that my son-in-law and my daughter-in-law and my son made it possible. So we went to Lulu's. And if you're not familiar with Lulu's, it's Jimmy Buffett, the son of a sailor. His sister has a restaurant in Gulf Shores, Alabama. And it was, of course, anything associated with the Buffett name, it was big and it was touristy. Parking was limited. The restaurant was packed. And but we got in, and it was delicious. My son and I had a cheeseburger made with pimento cheese. Very delicious. I never experienced pimento cheese on a cheeseburger before, so that was good. And it was a good atmosphere. We had good service and all that stuff, and it was sitting like on an intercoastal. So we had the tropical feel there that Jimmy always sings about in his songs, Margaritaville and Pirate's Life and Son of a Sailor and all that good stuff. So let's get this out of the way. I am drinking a Sierra Nevada Torpedo. It's an extra IPA. And you guys know this is probably one of my go-to favorites. And so it's very tasty today on a Monday afternoon. Yes, today is Monday, July 22nd. And how was your weekend? How did you get out and love life and experience your life this week? Did you hang out with family and grandchildren? Did you go fishing or golfing, or did you get back from a cruise? Man, I bet it was nice, wasn't it? Sitting there on your balcony, just off of your stateroom, sitting there in the middle of the night and just watching the stars go by and hear the waves crashing against the boat. Or maybe you were down in the casino throwing some dice and playing some roulette. Maybe you were on the slot machines and having a free drink while you were at it. Maybe you're taking a moonlight swim at midnight in the pool all by yourself. Maybe you were sitting under the stars, eating popcorn and watching a movie. Yes, all those things and more are possible on a cruise. Man, I'm ready for a cruise. How about you? I know, I just got back from vacation. I'm always on vacation in my mind. Just ask anybody. He's a space case. All right, so anyway, no, I know you guys were out doing something fun. Drop me a line and let me know. The email address is oldguyslovinglife@gmail.com. And we'd love to hear from you, just like many others have commented and submitted comments and information to us. And we appreciate your support. I'm doing this solo now. If you guys are just tuning in after a few weeks hiatus, Wayne has decided to retire and hang up the headphones and leave it all up to me. So I'm doing the best I can, and I'm proud to say that with you and your support, our download numbers have increased in the last couple of months. So thank you for listening. We have said it since the inception of this podcast. We're so grateful that you listen to us, and so thankful that you take your time out of your day to listen to this. It's just started with a couple of guys hanging out in the garage and shooting a bull and talking about travel and cigars and beer, and we're still at it. So thank you very much. One thing that I did not mention to you last week, at the beginning of the week, we had a memorial service for my cousin. If you'll remember, a few weeks back I was talking about his motto, to finish empty, finish strong. He had suffered with ALS for like 6-7 years or so, and in the last days or months he was confined to a wheelchair and could barely breathe and couldn't speak. He had to use the computer. So his suffering is over, and we know that he is with the Lord up in heaven, and like I said, he suffers no more. We are sad that we lost him, but we rejoice knowing that he has been saved and his suffering is over. Okay. For you guys that follow us on Facebook, you know that I finally upgraded our website. I tell you, I can't pat myself on the back enough. I think I did a very, 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 very good job with it. It looks so professional. It's clean, it's crisp, it's to the point, and even better than that, the podcast recordings are even easier to access now more than ever. we have a page, podcasts. Go to that page. Every podcast that we've ever recorded and haven't deleted yet is on that page. You can load more and load more and load more, and everything we've done that we haven't deleted yet is still on is still available for your listening pleasure. Of course, you can get our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio, all of those wonderful podcast platforms we're available on. So just go in any of your podcast platforms and do a quick search for Old Guys Loving Life or Old Guys Podcast, and you'll find us. And you can listen. You can listen on your iPhone, you can listen on your Android, you can listen on your laptop, you can listen on your Mac, you can listen in your car. Anything you want, it's there, it's available. There are so many ways of listening to our show. You can download the show and listen to it in your car on your own time at any time you choose. There are no excuses for you to not listen to our show. It's so easily accessible, even my dog can do it. And he's only 9 months old. But he's very, very, very smart. All right, so check out our new website. It's the same address, www.oldguys.biz. I'm telling you, folks, you got the main page, you got some photographs, you got contact form, you got the email address, you got the podcast information page, you've got soon to be a video page. Every video that we've done live in studio or out on location or to Savannah or something like that, all those videos are going to be uploaded on that video page. For now, you can go to the link on our page. It will take you to YouTube, to our page on YouTube, and you can see all those there. You can also look on Facebook. Follow our page on Facebook. All of our videos, all of our audio podcasts are on there. So it's, like I said, so easy my dog can do it. There's no excuses anymore. The videos, the audios, the photos of all the wonderful places that we visit and the food that we go to eat, it's all up there for your viewing and listening pleasure. I'd greatly appreciate it if you guys would drop me an email and let me know how you like the new improved website. All right, folks. So with that said, I'm going to wrap this up really quickly. I'm working on some interviews in the next couple of weeks. And so anyway, thank you all for listening. We'll see you next week. Greatly appreciate you taking the time to listen to us. We're on www.oldguys.biz, Facebook, Old Guys Podcast, and on Instagram, Old Guys Podcast. Give us a look. Let us know how you like the show. And thank you so much for listening. I tell you, we have new listeners in Switzerland, Japan, Australia, oh my goodness, in the States, just about every one of the states, there's someone listening in all 50 states. So anyway, I'm rambling here, but I'm just so appreciative for you guys listening. Stay tuned next week's special show. I'm giving you a hint now. You don't want to miss it. All right, guys. Thanks so much. We love you.